Hello, hi, my name is Samuel Izerza for the SE channel. I want to welcome to my channel. Please tune in and share as much as you can. I always say that, especially with my channel. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Wanted to change up a little bit what's going on, and I wanted to, I stroke back. I love Nigel Farage. He's one of my favorite. This guy speaks his mind. Believe me, he's the Donald Trump of the UK. Um, and You guys got to go to C-SPAN here, Nationalism versus Globalism. I want you to, listen to what Nigel Farage, if you know anybody, send it to them. And he was debating actually Mexican President Vincent Fox. He's the former president of Mexico. And that's why, you see Vincent Fox a lot on CNN and CNBC and all, because the guy's a globalist. True globalists, just like the Democratic Party. These are the globalists, open borders, open everything, free healthcare. Look what's happening in Europe, a total disaster. But I'll put the link if you guys want to hear the whole speech. What is nationalism versus globalism without the nasty words of racism and, Nazism, fascism, and all that. Even Nigel Farage, talks about that, like having decent conversation. If you're not a decent conversation, the first words comes out of your mind that you're a Nazi, whatever. Anyways, so I want you guys to listen to Nigel Farage just a little bit, and full credit goes to the University of Maryland. But I thought it was a great debate if you watch the whole thing. And he talks about the wave, why Donald Trump was elected, why Hillary Clinton was not, and what's happening in Brexit, what happened in Brexit. So this sort of nationalism, and it doesn't mean, that you're a fascist if you like nationalism, which the globalists want you to understand. And look what's happening in China. I mean, it's globalism. One bad virus like the coronavirus, that could be a potential pandemic, and now Apple's hurting, Microsoft, a lot of company pharmaceuticals are hurting. Basically, a lot of manufacturers, a lot of parts that are made in China, quite a bit actually. So, that's why Donald Trump understands if something ever goes wrong, especially with China, who's a authoritative, communist, um, decides, to cut us off. That's it. Economically, America goes down. But anyways, here we go. Enough of what I said. Let's to Nigel Farage.
Confined to the idea that because somebody else has a different point of view, they are basically intrinsically evil, is not what parliamentary democracy is all about. It is not what our great nations fought 2 world wars and sacrificed so much for. Liberty and democracy is an environment in which we express our heartfelt opinions, but we equally respect the other side to have their views too, and we do our best through logic and through reason to make them see good common sense. And of course, all of this got worse after 2016. The twin shocks of 2016. First, of course, there was the Brexit vote, treated by the entire global order as if this was some terrible catastrophe. And if that wasn't bad enough, if that didn't have people choking on their cornflakes, there was worse to come on the 8th of November 2016, was there not, when Donald J. Trump did the impossible and became the 45th president of the United States. And to read and to hear so much that has been said in our mainstream media since those times, you would think that something dreadful had happened to both of our countries. And of course, that revolution of 2016, and it's something students in this university will be reading about for centuries to come, because something happened in 2016, and it was the rebirth of the concept of the nation state. You know, what had happened for decades is people had tried to build new, false, artificial, supranational structures. And the European Union, in a sense, was the prototype for a new form of government the globalists wish to impose on all of us. Indeed, had the blessed Hillary won that election back in 2016, I reckon you now would be very much closer to that European Union and very much further away from the idea that in a democratic system, you can vote for people that make your laws, but you can equally sack people that make your laws. Like it or don't like it, men and women across this world want, by a massive majority, to live in an identifiable unit that is a nation. And they want their national flags. They want their national anthems. They want their national soccer teams to go and win the World Cup. That is what people want. It is the natural, normal human condition. It is the nation state to which we owe and pledge our allegiance. It is the nation state to whom we, albeit slightly reluctantly, pay our taxes. It is the nation state to whom, if things really go badly wrong, we're prepared to stand up and defend and fight for. Don't be frightened by Brexit. Don't be frightened by Trump. Just recognise that the world changed in 2016, and in future there will be governments putting the interests of their own countries first, but equally wanting to work with friends and neighbours across the globe. And yes, that does mean we want to control our borders. It does mean we want to be selective about who comes and lives and works and settles in our country. And in a world with a new terrorist scourge, how can you blame voters for wanting governments to do that on their behalf? So please tonight, can we debate these issues of open borders without people simply shouting racist, which is a substitute for having proper intellectual debate? The world has changed. Globalism got a real kick between the legs in 2016, and I intend to do my best over the course of the next half an hour or so to finish the idea off forever.
Well, like I said, for copyright purposes, I can't really put the whole video, obviously, but I'll have the link. I think it's a great, great, great discussion, an intellectual discussion, not, watching Joe Biden talk or Bernie Sanders, honestly, some of these Democrats, I just can't listen to these people. Okay, this is an intellectual discussion. Please, thank you, and please subscribe and share as much as you can. And God bless this republic.